Maya Angelou's Still I Rise, it's so much more than just a poem. It's really a battle cry, a declaration of independence for the human spirit. It's this incredibly powerful, timeless statement about refusing to be broken, and today we're going to break down the anatomy of that very resilience.
Right from the jump, the poem throws us into a conflict. You've got a you, the oppressor, and a me, the speaker. And the battlefield, it's history itself. The weapons are those bitter, twisted lies, these false stories designed to tear someone down and just erase them.
And right there, in that very first stanza, she gives us the poem's unbreakable promise. It's the core theme of inevitable resilience. Think about it, right? You can step on dust, you can try to sweep it away, but you can never truly get rid of it. It always rises, and that promise is going to echo through every single line we look at.
Okay, so to really truly grasp the weight of these words, we have to understand the incredible life of the woman who wrote them. The poem's power, you'll see, is pulled directly from her own experiences.
Maya Angelou's life was the definition of resilience. From a childhood scarred by such deep trauma that she actually stopped speaking for 5 years, and it was in that silence that she found poetry, to her time touring the world as a performer, becoming a key civil rights activist, and then, of course, a literary icon. Her journey gave her this absolutely unique voice to speak about survival and, ultimately, triumph.
So, the poem kicks off by confronting this oppressor, this you. And this you represents all those forces in society that have tried for centuries to write her, and people like her, out of the story, or maybe worse, cast them as the villains or the victims.
And what's so important to get here is that the you isn't just one person, no way. It's the voice of a whole system. It's the collective voice of racism, of sexism, of every single historical injustice that ever tried to keep the speaker down. That is who she's standing up to, line by defiant line.
And this is where the tone just brilliantly shifts. She's not just putting up with the oppression anymore, she's actively poking at it, challenging it. She's taunting her oppressor with her confidence, with her sassiness. She's flipping their expectation of a quiet victim completely on its head.
Now, this confidence doesn't just come out of thin air. The speaker builds her self-worth, not on what society has handed her or, more accurately, what it's denied her, but on this deep, unshakable inner richness that nobody can ever take away.
And what's so cool is how she claims this value. She uses these incredible metaphors of massive wealth. She talks about walking like she's got oil wells pumping in her living room. That's this deep natural value. She laughs like she's got gold mines. That's this endless internal source of joy. She's basically saying her self-worth is a natural resource and it's all hers.
And right here, the whole conflict is just laid bare. The oppressor uses words like bullets, looks that could cut, and pure raw hatefulness, all things meant to just destroy the spirit. But her answer? It's so simple yet so profound. Like air. Her spirit is essential. It's untouchable. You can't shoot it, you can't cut it, and you sure can't suffocate it.
So this idea of an untouchable spirit, it just keeps building from here. The speaker's resilience isn't just framed as a choice she's making, it's presented as something much bigger, like a fundamental, undeniable law of nature.
Listen to the comparisons she makes. She rises like the moons and the suns, with the certainty of the tides. What do all those things have in common? They are forces you simply cannot stop. You can't argue with them. By tying her own resilience to them, she's declaring that her survival, her triumph, is just as certain. It's inevitable.
And this is a huge turning point. The poem makes this dramatic, powerful shift. The speaker's voice suddenly gets bigger, moving way beyond her own personal struggle to include the entire sweep of her people's history. There's no mistaking this line. It's a direct, unflinching look at the painful legacy of slavery and oppression. She's not just rising from some vague hardship, she's rising from this specific shameful history. And right here, do you feel it? The I starts to feel like a we. She's not just rising from her own pain anymore, but from the collective trauma, the shared history, and the incredible ancestral strength of generations.
She becomes a black ocean, leaping and wide. Wow, what a metaphor, right? An ocean is vast, it's deep, it's powerful beyond measure. You can't control it, you can't contain it. It represents the collective spirit of a people, just swelling and rising with the tide.
And this line, this is the poem's ultimate mission statement. Her survival, her joy, her sassiness,
her very existence as a free person. It is the living fulfillment of the deepest hopes of her ancestors, who endured things we can't even imagine. Her triumph is their triumph.
And now, the repetition kicks in. It's building momentum, like a promise turning into an action.
It's not just a statement anymore. It's transforming into this powerful, undeniable victory chant.
A final, triumphant declaration. It just echoes with the strength of centuries and the absolute certainty of hope.
So when you put it all together, what Still I Rise really gives us is a kind of blueprint for resilience. It shows us the true strength comes from defying what others expect of you, from reclaiming your own story, from connecting your personal flight to a larger history, and from knowing that your spirit, just like the sun, the moon, and the air, is an absolutely unstoppable force.
And that kind of leaves us with one final thought. The poem is an amazing testament to a specific historical struggle, but its message, it's universal. It really makes us ask ourselves, when we're faced with our own challenges, what's our history? What's our hope? What's that inner wealth that allows us to rise?